Hello Lexus, this is Justin Russell and today's training is on how to create a preference request. Before I dive into the details of how to do so, I'd like to cover what a preference request is and why your store should complete preference requests. So let's dive into the what. A preference request is just simply a way for your store to request particular vehicles that are on the incoming allocation. So you may ask, why should I request for those particular vehicles? Well, the simple truth is, if you want the most desirable vehicles, you might as well create a preference request, because the more preference requests you create, the more likely you will get the desired vehicles on the allocation. So for this example, I'm actually using Newport Lexus as a sample dealership, and I'll only be showing you one of the 4 ways to create a preference request, and today's example is through the build book. So as you can see, I'm on the main page of Newport Lexus's Dealer Daily page. From here, I'm actually going to click on the Vehicles tab. And when the Vehicles tab drops down, I'm going to click Preference Request. When I click the Preference Request, it's going to take me to the Preference Request Summary page. And as you can see, there's nothing listed on this page. That's because when you get to this page, you have to select the series that you're going to create a preference request for. For this particular instance, let's just use Total RX. So once I click Total RX, you'll see that there's quite a few line items here. That's because Newport Lexus has submitted several preference requests for the upcoming allocation. But that's not the point. If you don't know how to submit a preference request, you're more than likely not going to see anything on this page. So let's talk about how we create one. The most easiest way for me, in my opinion, to create a preference request is to go through the build book. So let's go up to the link here and let's click in the build book. Once we click in the build book, this chart will pop up. What this chart is showing is all of the 9420s, 9424s, and 9427s that are being built on this upcoming allocation. It's broken down by factory accessories, interior color, and exterior color. And it will show you the quantities of each build that we're making. So for today's example today, let's assume that we want a 9420, that's base, and we want white with black interior. So we know there's 9420 over here, that is base, and there's only 11 units being built on this next allocation, and we wanted white with black interior. That's lighter interior, 085 with 24, that's black interior. So the 1 represents that there's only one of these white with black interior base models, 9420s, that's being built on this current allocation. So if we want to get that car, we must submit a preference. So I'm going to click on it. Once I click on it, it comes over into our queue on our pane over here, and that signifies that it's ready for us to submit a preference request. Let's assume that we wanted particular models. I'm just going to click a few in here just so they add to the pane over there, and let's click a few 9424s, and for the sake of it, let's just click a 9427. Everything that I click will pop up in the pane over here. It's essential to follow what's over here because those are all the preference requests that you're going to submit. Once you click submit, they'll go back to that page that we saw earlier on the preference request, and they will store down here like Newport has listed right here. When they store on this page, it is essential to go and review this page and prioritize which model you desire most, because our allocation is built on a lottery system. So the likelihood of you getting the lowest priority car on this next allocation is probably slim to none. So if you want a particular model, or you have a customer that is looking for a particular model that is on this allocation, make sure you prioritize it, and I would even put it as your number one or number 2 preference. So that's the simple way of how to create a preference to the build book. Obviously there's 3 other ways to do so, but that's today's training. And if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call or just email me at justin.r.russell@toyota.com. Thanks. Have a great day.